When you were involved in the Air Force as a mechanic, I mean, what type of attention to detail is required in that? It seems to me that a lot of us have jobs that you can make a minor mistake and a human being doesn't fall out of the sky. So what is that like to have that sort of responsibility?
There's great checks and balances. I can get into long stories of how our military is second to none. It really is. The professionalism and how we do operations as a military, most countries like to emulate, and that's why they want us to train with them. So all this ties back into all the international training that I did later on in my career, because you do have to have that attention to detail. But there's room for mistakes. You bend one screw the wrong way, and it can have a traumatic effect. But you have checks and balances so as to mitigate that risk. And so supervisors, you have different layers of training that bring you up to a certain level of proficiency, even in the maintenance world. And it's just like in the flying world. You don't start off leading large packages of aircraft until you've learned how to do it. And our military does a wonderful job of building you up to that level of expertise and experience. And then at the right time, they give you the permission to go out and do that. And so you do have to pay attention to what you're doing. You have to be professional about it, but they instill that into your everyday routine. And so it becomes quite second nature at that point. But yeah, so I was a what they call sheet metal structural repair. So I did everything with aluminum and steel and some composites back then. And I worked on the F4, which took a lot of work because it was an older airplane. And then I transferred over to the F-16, which took very little work. And because it was a brand new airplane, so structural repair wasn't an issue at that time. But on the F4, it was a lot of hard work, and I was in Las Vegas at the time at Nellis Air Force Base.